phone right now because my internet went out. So yeah, we're kind of zooming through. But I saw this and I just wanted to show you guys, right? So Clutch Points posted some things on Carter Bryant, and I just thought that we would read through it and give him some praise. Okay, I think honestly, funny enough, and I could be wrong here. Okay, it's just vibes. Sorry, I didn't do any type of poll or anything like that. But it seems like a lot of Spurs fans are more excited about Carter Bryant than they are even Dylan Harper, which I'm not going to fault you for it. I think I understand it. I think mostly due to like I want to say underdog story. Carter Bryant isn't really an underdog, but like a player that was supposed to go seventh and fall to you. I think a lot of fans actually didn't even know much about Carter Bryant at all. I mean, I'm gonna make that assumption because a lot of people didn't even know Dylan Harper, right? But anyways, so when you get this player that falls to you and then you start to see like quite a bit of footage because they allowed him to play, in the summer league, then you start to get excited, right? So yeah, so I think fans are anticipating him even more than Dylan Harper, which is insane because Dylan Harper is like really good, like great. Day one. I know people get on to me about this, but like I truly do mean this. I think he's a day one starter. Like he's just too good. He's just too good. But anyways, moving on. It says the 6'8" wing out of LA wasn't always just a defensive stopper. They're just talking about how he's locked down Cooper Flag and everybody saw that. We went over that, right? We went over the Cooper Flag stuff, right? Chat, let me know if we went over Cooper Flag. I don't know if you guys remember. I think we did. We'll take a look at that clip. Yeah, if I can find it with this bad internet. Coming out of high school, Bryant was one of the most sought after recruits in the country. He'd eventually commit to Arizona. As a freshman, he underperformed. Carter averaged only 6.5 points and 4.1 rebounds, playing 19 minutes a game. But the Spurs knew there was more to Bryant than what shows on the box score. I think everyone should have known that. The only reason why he fell to us is because a lot of teams needed something different, right? Like it wasn't a matter of he deserved to drop. It was more so teams saw him as a suitable role player. But because they tanked and they didn't get as high as a pick as they wanted, a lot of teams just went for the swing. They just went for huge swings that I don't think are going to pan out as well as Carter Bryant will pan out for you. But yeah, so getting Carter Bryant when you need a swing and you need a superstar, you need specific parts of your team. It's just not, it doesn't look sexy to do something like that, right? It's like, why would I get a role player? Whereas the Spurs getting a role player makes complete sense, and he could very well end up being more than that. Taken with the 14th pick on the draft, the Spurs look like they stumbled on gold right now. Bryant's long arms and quick feet give him an unfair advantage in guarding players on the perimeter. As most young players show out with their offense, Bryant's done it on the defensive end. A lot of credit for his elite defensive instinct stems from his family tree of hoopers. His dad was his coach in high school. Bryant's grandfather played basketball too at Gallaudet University. I have no idea how to say that. A school for the deaf. Oh, okay. I wasn't aware of that. All right, I wasn't aware of that. He was so good. He's currently in the USA Deaf Basketball Hall of Fame. Bryant himself is fluent in American Sign Language too. We knew that. Wemby in the paint, Carter Bryant on the perimeter. No team is going to want to face the Spurs next season. So let me see if I can find this really quick. I don't know what just happened. All right, let's see here. Carter Bryant, Cooper Flag. He absolutely antagonized Cooper Flag. Let's see, this is Sports Center. I don't want to get in trouble with that. This might be a good one. Yeah, so this is an example of someone in the last section or last segment that we did was like, hey, he get blown by a lot. I think that a lot of times with I think a lot of times with Cooper Flag, he kind of allows it. He kind of stays with you, allows it, and then just so he can get, you know, the follow-up block on you. It's kind of similar what Danny Green would do. Hold on, see if I can find the infamous clip. Where's the infamous clip? Here it is. Yeah, this is the clip everyone talks about right here. Yeah, this is the one everyone talks about right here. Yeah, he's just a lot. He's just a lot to deal with. You're gonna get a lot of plays like that too. A lot of plays like that. But anyways, we just got so many, bro. We just got so many defensive weapons. It's kind of ridiculous. Like I don't really know what you're supposed to do here. I saw something. I don't know. I don't think I saved it, but it was like a post showing all of the different wingspans for the San Antonio Spurs, and we're one of the longest teams in the NBA. Very impressive. Very, very impressive when you really put things in context that, you know, just a couple years ago, this team looked horrible, bro. Hey, you guys remember what this team was, right? This is why I laugh when people are like, the Spurs are, you know, they don't know what they're doing, or Brian Wright isn't that good, or you need to show me something. It's like we are the most spoiled fans in the NBA, man. Because hold on, let me just show you just a few years ago. Let's see, 20. Look at the Spurs 2022-23 roster. We'll just go 2 years ago. Look at this roster. Look at this roster, y'all. Just like take a second and take a look at this roster. You got Devin Vassell, Jeremy Sohan. Okay, you know, I would say 2 role players. Okay, but those are your main guys, right? You got Trey Jones, you got Keldon Johnson, you got Blake Wesley, you see Josh Primo, Zach Collins, Julian Champagnie, Malachi Branham, Dominic Barlow, Romeo Langford, Doug McDermott, Josh Richardson. This team stunk. This team absolutely stunk. We'll actually take a look at who's getting the most. Where's minutes play? Here it is. Oh, okay, they actually got it already. Yeah, all right, here's our top players, okay? Keldon Johnson getting the most minutes. Keldon Johnson got the most minutes. Then Devin, then Trey, Devontae Graham, Jakob Poeltl, Sohan, Josh Richardson, Malachi Branham, Josh Primo, Mamu. That's our top 10. Those are our top 10 players. Zach Collins, Bates Diop, Julian Champ. This team sucked. So the fact that the Spurs looked like I really need people to sink that in. Okay, a lot of teams don't get this privilege, all right? A lot of fans don't get this privilege to have this team, and literally just 2 years later, 2 seasons later, you look incredible. I mean, you got so many stars. Like, I'm telling you this right now. Like, I think Steph Castle, at least, you know, how people view him, I think people view him as a upcoming star, right? But like Dylan Harper is a star. He's going to be a star. Like, I don't think there's any ifs or buts about that, to be honest with you. You know, obviously, people argue with me about this, but I think De'Aaron Fox is a top 5, top 7 point guard in the NBA. If you don't agree with that, you got to at least give him top 10. So he is top of his game as far as point guards. Very good. Was really great before the pinky. So he's going to be awesome. And then you have Wemby, who's a superstar. It's just so much better. And now some of these players are actually complementary pieces now. Sohan and Devin Vassell are complementary pieces, right? We shed off the guys that we don't actually need. Blake Wesley and Malachi are gone. But, man, it looks good. We look so much better. So much better. Anyways,